they were basically remote controlling that rocket ride from the ground. So
Oh,
yeah,
so it was a drone.
yeah, essentially they were just all passengers of this rocket ride thing. That's what it was. But a lot of inconsistencies with it, like not having any burn marks, reentry, and all that kind of stuff. Like what you would see something coming from that altitude, into the surface of the earth. So a lot of stuff that could raise an eyebrow if somebody was to talk about that. So all of it was being questioned. Like I said, there was a 13-minute video with Benny Johnson. It was just like he's like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things in here that just it blackpilled me. So he said that. I was like, damn. I mean, normies are really upset about this. That did more damage than the final experiment did when they tried to attempt to debunk flat Earth, so to speak. It was just it's all just I don't know, smoke and mirrors, man. Taking people away from the actual points that we have. I don't know. There's probably not that many more individuals that really can articulate points these days anymore. Not that I've heard. There's a few that come in there that really attempt because they're brand new to the forum, on Discord, or they'll come in here and they'll try to, throw around some of their arguments. But I mean, it seems like people are just really giving up trying to do that. So either we're getting really good at doing this or people just really suck at articulating points. And that includes like Peter. Like dude's just slow on the uptake, he's a lightweight. He always talks about just people instead of the content. Sucks it. It's the way it is. I see Jedi trying to come into the chat, but he always gets kicked out. It looks like he's trying to unmute his mic, and he's always had that problem though. Unmuting his mic.
Yeah, but I was having the same problem for many shows that you did. Yeah, every time I'd go to unmute, it wouldn't unmute. It'd boot me from the room, but then it'd show me still in the room. But I don't know. Today it's just working perfect for some unknown reason.
You haven't lagged out at all. You're coming in kind of crispy, so yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, don't know. Do you want to talk to Peter again?
Oh hell no, man. Right. Now this Indio really wants to talk to him. I'll pass. I was thinking about maybe going for a little bit more. If we don't see if people want to jump up here, we can just go back to Discord.
Well, we've got a few people in the space. We've got Luke and Mick. Secrets of Heaven, Try Thinking, Prometheus, Peter, of course, Kiwi Buzz, Peaceful Hell, Kingsley, Tyler, Gemsy, Father 24/7 crew, and Perks. Anyone, if you want to have a chat about the subject, please feel free to ask for a mic.
Looks like we got a pilot down at the bottom. Tyler, there's a pilot. A flight instructor and a contract pilot, it says. I saw some of his posts. It looks like he's an anti-flat earther. So You go to his page, you can tell right away by his posts. He's got a beef with flat Earth. Too bad he actually uses the Earth as a flat and stationary plane. That probably gets him really upset that he has to fly his plane like as if it were a flat Earth. Got Perks coming in here.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Perks? Hey, how's it going, man?
I just wanna point out something.
Oh, hold up, Perks. You're really low. You might want to fix that mic.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but you're like super, super, super low.
Hold on.
I'll drop in another invite so they come up here. Yeah, I know you're trying to get in, Jedi. It must be pretty difficult for you to get up here, man. Yeah. I keep trying. This is like the third or fourth attempt I'm trying for you to get up here. And I don't know, for some reason, I think you're getting booted out. It's that same old stuff. All right, I invited you again, Perks.
And we got Peaceful Hell coming up. What's happening, Peaceful Hell?
Hi, folks. Hope you're all doing well. Coming to you from Australia this evening here. It's 5:18 p.m. 5:17 p.m. Easter Sunday. Just a question for the panel of speakers and anyone who wants to throw a thumb up or down, depending on this perspective. The Aurora Borealis and Australis, the southern and northern lights. Sorry, I said those in the wrong order, of course. Not so much why does it happen, but based on this concept of either a globe Earth or a flat Earth, why does it only happen in these particular spots and not other places? I lean heavily towards flat Earth personally, but I'm open-minded to concave, globe, non-dimensional, whatever.
Well,
but I'll leave it there.
I'd like to answer that question, but it does happen in other places. As a matter of fact, it happened over here in the Midwest, where it's not really noticed often. But I have actually some shots, taken from my phone, where you could see it from where I am at in the Midwest. So, where I'm at over here in the Midwest, I could see it as well, and not to mention, but also you could see it in around like places near the equator. And it's called Steve, I believe. You can look it up. It's a Aurora Borealis type of event that happens. It's called Steve. I'm not making that up. You can look it up. Yeah, it's happens out around the equator, so, and around where I'm at too. So that answers your question. It does happen in other places, not just in extreme north or extreme south. It just takes a bit of looking into, and you can find out people notice it many different places. I don't know if you're still there, Peaceful Hal, but yep.
Sorry, I am. I was just looking at a YouTube video of it, and it cut out the Twitter audio feed.
Okay.
It is in fact called Steve, Steve, a purple band.
Yep.
Very, very interesting. I'm just about to post a video to it.
Yeah, sure, man. It's astonishing because when they first had told us about it, when I came across it, at the beginning of like looking into all this. I was like, dude, you're lying. There's nothing called Steve that's Aurora Borealis. And I'm like, dude, look it up. I was like, what? I was freaked out when I saw it.
Can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah, way better, way better.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I just had to fix my setup. I wanted to talk about the 24-hour sun footage.
Go ahead.
We discussed that, like how fake it was, how
Yeah, you
they
go
only
ahead.
gave us a time lapse and they couldn't give us a constant live stream. I thought that was very, crazy how we couldn't get a 24-hour live stream full of it. And if you watch it, if you skip the YouTube video, the video skips in separate parts. Like the sun skips across the sky. You can literally see. They say they stitched it together, and that's all they say is they stitched it together. But how come no live stream?
Well, didn't they say they
Well-
didn't have the internet bandwidth to do a live stream?
Yeah, that's what they said because I spammed it in Will Duffy's chat because I was really following up with the 24-hour sun because they kept saying it was the globe killer, not flat Earth killer. Flat Earth killer was defense for the globe, and I was following it up, and then I commented on the live stream, and they said that they stitched it together, spliced it together.
Well, it's funny. They can't say how it's a flat Earth killer. They'll just say because it is. They'll just say it's impossible on a flat Earth. You're like, okay, prove it's impossible on a flat Earth. It is. It just is. It's like that's their response.
Yeah, I think the footage is very sus. Like I honestly think that it's very.
I mean,
fake.
I don't really care what they did. I mean, the footage can be sus, not sus. Don't even matter.
Like this guy just comes out of nowhere on the scene, and then after he does that, Katy Perry goes to space. Like, come on, let's be for real.
Yeah, but like India's trying to say, yeah, whether they seen this sun or not, it's completely irrelevant to the shape of the Earth. Yeah, they can't put this together in any typological syllogism. They can't explain how the 24-hour sun debunks a flat Earth. Yeah, all they've ultimately done is they've chosen a model that they haven't been able to verify on behalf of flat Earth, and then said it can't work on this model. Yeah, so. I mean, that's not a map or a projection that we would claim to begin with.
Yeah, so they just spun that narrative. They just pushed it onto the scene to make us look even like they just try to make us look stupid.
Yeah,
that's all they do.
Here's the flat Earth
No,
map.
true.
Here's the flat Earth map. It can't work on the flat Earth map. I'm sorry, that's not a flat Earth map. That's your globe projection. And this map that you're presenting, you have no verification of this is what the Earth is.
They haven't even demonstrated that's how it works on a globe yet. Quite honestly. So,
Yeah.
hold on. Just let me finish. The way the sun is predicted does not use a globe in the mathematics. So if I want to know when the sun rises, how long is the sun up? It's up for 24 hours. Okay, show me the equation for that. There's no globe in that equation. At all. So they don't even use a globe to even predict if it's going to happen or not. So no one has even demonstrated, to me at least, that it's actually a globe prediction in the first place. And they should have checked, right? So you go on Time and Date or SunCalc, U.S. Naval Observatory, and you look up how they predict where the sun is. They'll show you the formulas. They don't use a globe for that. There is no globe model. The model itself is observer-centric, so it's completely based upon, so you, the observer, looking for the sun, is at the origin of coordinates. You're not on a globe looking for the sun. It's just you at the center, and where's the sun going to be relative to you? That's it. That's how it's predicted. Okay, so no one's even demonstrated that's actually even a globe prediction in the first place. And how it would falsify a flat Earth, because that model works on a flat Earth. Because it's based upon the celestial equator, not the globe equator, the celestial equator. That's why it wasn't a final. It wasn't an experiment. It wasn't final. It was just a joke, dude. It's just more silliness. And it doesn't even matter what the sun does. It can't. No, nothing the sun can do can falsify what the Earth is. You can't measure a table as flat and then be like, oh, but the lights are shining on the table a certain way. It's not a flat table. Like, dude, that would never happen. That can't happen. It's irrational. That's why it doesn't matter if it was fake or not. If they faked it, fucking good for them.
Is Perk still with us? What's up? So you're still thinking that it has something to do with either proving or disproving something, Perks?
Yeah, that's like their main talking point. Like every time I debunk everything they try to show me, and I already know like it's all fake CGI. That's all they try to use.
Well, why don't you ask them if they didn't see a 24-hour sun, would that have falsified the globe? Like, say they went down there and the sun set when it would because like I said, it's not a goal prediction, but they think it's a goal prediction. What if they would have saw the sun set? Would the Earth not be a globe anymore? Apparently, the observation can only falsify a flat Earth. The not seeing it does not falsify a globe. And Duffy, when I asked him, how would not seeing a 24-hour sun falsify a globe? He said, because the globe has to be symmetrical. Whatever the fuck that means. Because the 24-hour sun isn't based upon the Earth being a globe. Even if you take the Steelman their argument, it's based upon the 23-degree tilt of the Earth in the orbit, in the rotation, right? It's not based upon the Earth being a globe. You could have a 24-hour sun and be on a fucking cube.
And didn't Jeranism star in a movie about debunking the globe or like proving flat Earth? And like hasn't he sold out twice? This is the second time.
He's completely out this time, man. He doesn't want to associate himself with Flat Earth anymore. I don't know if you know that or not.
That was even before this.
Yeah, he made such statements that he's disassociating himself.
You guys think he got paid to do it?
Well, this is something that should concern everybody. Now, I don't follow Jeranism. I never got recommended shit for him. Like when he did a live stream, it never showed up in my feed. But as soon as the final experiment happened and he, became a Glober, all of a sudden his live streams start showing up in my feed. And YouTube is recommending Jeranism to me. Whereas it never did it before since 2017. Never got Jeranism shit. I don't even get Flat Earth shit. But as soon as he became a Glober, I'm getting all his shit. Like Flat Earth stuff won't come in your recommended on YouTube. You have to look for it. And then even then, you have to know how to look for it. Be very particular in finding any Flat Earth stuff. Pretty much you have to share links among each other. You're not going to really find it from searching. Even if you know a Flat Earth channel, if you search for that channel, it's not going to come up. You have to go type it and then filter by channel, and then maybe you'll find it. But the point is that Jeranism was a flat earther, and it's that had no right that was being shadow banned, and as soon as he became a Glober, he's no longer shadow banned, and I'm getting his nonsense in my feed. That should concern people. That someone is selectively saying, hey, we have all this stuff on YouTube, but we're only going to allow you to see this stuff. So you get a window, right? You can only look through the window that we say you can look through. That's what should be concerning. Not whether Jaronism fucking is a turncoat or whatever his issue is. Jaronism, and I've been saying this for years, he has a bad judgment. If you just listen to him talk, even his arguments for flat Earth suck, and his arguments for globe Earth suck. Nothing changed with him. It's the same irrational bullshit. His argument for flat Earth is, why would you believe liars? That's not an argument for flat Earth, dude.
Another thing is, do you know why they always go and look at the beach to try to show curvature, water, water waves? Like they always try to take a picture of a wave and be like, that's curvature. And like if you get in a helicopter or in a plane, it's flatter than you'll ever see. Like it's the most flat thing you'll see.
Dang, who are you arguing with, Perks? That they're giving out these like really bad arguments. Like,
Let's see, the most
on Facebook.
common
Are you
on
doing
Twitter
it?
bot.
Oh,
These Twitter bots, I can name a few. I got Eric. Eric CC2. He won't join. He's afraid. Like I wanted you guys to destroy him because you guys seem pretty.
yeah. You should tell him to come in here.
dialed in.
Anybody that you want,
He's
like,
afraid.
send them this way. Like, just tell him to come in here. Like,
Yeah, he's afraid.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna just give you the
I know-
heads up.
I know Tyler.
The
Tyler
Grover
is one.
apologists on this platform are fucking low tier. They're very low tier, dude. This is the fucking minor leagues of this topic.
What about Tyler? Tyler always tries to comment on my stuff. You should let him speak.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's a-
but he doesn't
he's a
want to.
pilot.
He doesn't want to come up here. I mentioned him earlier, but he didn't want to come up here.
I think I remember.
Just, I don't know why.
I think I remember
He's a-
Tyler getting cooked on Flat Earth Fridays by another pilot. If I remember
Of
right.
course. Yeah, he responded to me saying, I use the globe model to navigate jets. If Earth is flat and I'm using globe nav charts, shouldn't I be getting lost every time I fly?
Oh God, he doesn't understand his own fucking chart, dude.
He's using the globe. That's so silly. I don't know. He doesn't want to come up here. I mean, obviously, he can show everybody since he's a pilot.
So the thing is, Tyler, if he is a pilot, should know better because I'm pretty sure he interacted with Shane, and I'm pretty sure Shane told him that that's just a projection of a coordinate system. That's all it is. You're not navigating with a globe. You're navigating according to an arbitrarily preferred coordinate system. Now, you could use another one, but we just happen to use that one. So we could project a grid, square grid coordinate system, and he'd be in here claiming the fucking Earth is a cube.
Yeah, we had that pilot in here, man. Superfly. He had passed away not too long ago, but he was in a couple of our episodes.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. Superfly.
Yeah.
I think Tyler interacted with Superfly and
He got destroyed.
Superfly cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Superfly is the homie that, yeah, you got to pour one out for him, man, because, yeah, he passed away not too long ago. But he was an advocate for flat Earth, 100%, dude. So he left a couple of gems on our, a live feed. So, and I think
he's the one that did private flights into Groom Lake, right? Area 51.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's him. And then he had a friend that flew because I think he topped out at the commercial airline altitude. And then he said his buddy topped out at like 60. So a lot higher than him. So both of them were of the same mindset, which is cool. But I don't know why Tyler's on this whole deal that he's flying over a globe because that's not true. He never negotiates over any specific amount of curvature when he's going from point A to point B, and Tyler knows it. I've talked to many, many pilots. They all say the same thing. They don't need to take the Earth's curvature into account. And Tyler's excuse would probably be, well, that's because the computer already does it. Like, no, dude. There's no negotiation over curvature when you're flying your plane, bro. I mean, it just is what it is, man. If you say that you're negotiating over curvature, you're a damn liar. Because none of these pilots are saying that. None of them.
You also got to negotiate the spin, right? How do you negotiate that?
Yeah, exactly. Very peculiar that we got a pilot that's saying that you have to account for the curvature. No, you don't have to. Your manual tells you you don't have to. But hey, if you want to stay on that narrative and try to spin it like that you do, then it's an uphill battle for you, man.
And are people aware that we have Google planes that fly that like chart the streets that we drive on? People actually think satellites do that for us. It's actually planes. That's why the planes have Google on them. That's how we get Google Map photos. I don't know about Apple, but that's Google. That's what Google does.
There's a lot of practical means by which we obtain these high aerial footage images, but to a glober, everything is a satellite from space. So, yeah, it can't be any of these other solutions.
Even this internet, they think the internet is you need satellites to do the internet, dude. Someone even said that like 4 days ago. Can't even believe they're still saying stuff like that.
Oh, the internet comes from satellites? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty adamant about it too, huh? Like really staunch.
Oh, dude, he was like trying to like make fun of me because I didn't know the internet came from satellites.
Yeah.
Like, bro, dude.
Living in a globe fantasy, man.
Well,
Come on,
it's
Tyler.
funny
Where's that
that
energy at?
it's like the stuff that they make up in their head, right? Because like nobody ever told him that. Like no teacher, no professor, no friends, nobody ever told him that. He just made it up in his head that the internet must use satellites, and like couldn't conceive that like maybe people laid freaking cables around the world, and that's how the internet works.
I chucked the mic at him. I don't know if he's going to take it or not.
He's responding to my posts. I don't know why he's not like willing to talk. Like, what's going on, Tyler? You're so confident.
Yeah, we'll hear him out. I mean, if he's going to advocate for the Earth being a globe, and he uses a globe while he navigates his planes. Super interested to hear him. He's not coming up, Perks. Hate to burst your bubble.
It's fine. As long as we're waking up people with the Katy Perry footage. That's all that matters, guys. Trust me. I've shown a lot of people it, and they all say it's fake.
Well, the normies are having, like we're talking about this at the beginning of the show, is that a lot of normies are arguing about it. Like the ones who think that the Earth is a globe. Like there's one side, the conservatives are arguing for that it's all fake. And so we're not even out there doing that. Like it's just happening. And those, globies out there that really think that space is real, they got a sad clown face because, they're being shellacked by their own side, which is we're just looking at it like, dang, man, you guys are getting wrecked by these same guys who think that space is real. How's that work?
Yeah, to us looking out, like outside looking in, like it's just, I laugh every time because I know it's fake. I'm just like, dude, come on. Like, seriously, you guys believe this? I have to point it out to them.
So you saw the fake door opening, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, concerned citizen helped me with that one. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm still trying to figure out why they would fake that. Like, why would you fake that part? It's so stupid. It's a stupid thing to fake. Well, we're gonna fake open the door with a giant wrench. Like, what?
Not only that, the CGI in the background, if you look at the windows, like out the windows, like this curve keeps like going up, raising, and I pointed that out to this guy on Twitter, and he like freaked out. He had like a spasm attack on me, spammed me.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird little things, like the mannequin that was sitting at the window. You could tell like that it was a, like a really brown hand, like mannequin. And then they had like Jeff Bezos tripping over this ditch that was behind the capsule. Like I thought that was kind of funny. And then let's see, what else did they have? Oh yeah, the capsule was landing on a bush, and on one shot it looked like it wasn't landing on a bush, and then they did another shot where it was. So there's a video out there that shows like when before the capsule makes contact on the ground, it's looked like it's gonna land on like just pure dirt, and then like the other angle shows like it's actually a bush that it lands on. So that's super interesting too. Like the ground, like where it lands changes.
I actually have to look at that. I was looking more at like them being inside, them like memeing, like them joking around while being in space, like they're
Oh, yeah.
floating around screaming and being annoying, and like I pay attention more to the outside the windows, but I'm gonna check that out after. But I'm noticing that Elon Musk, every time he posts about space now, like more people are saying it's fake now. It's good. That's good. I'm proud. I'm glad.
Well, and then, like, cause it's I don't know, it's like a razor blade. Cause it's on one side you're gonna get cut, on the other side you're gonna cut the person who's like you're trying to get at, because it's like, uh, you're dealing with the issue that either you advocate for space, or you know commercial space flight, or you don't. So Jeff Bezos is kind of leading the charge on commercial space flight. Or at least that's what everybody's saying that he's wanting to do. And what happens is you get this blunder, right, where all this like stuff's happening, and then people are calling it fake, and it's not even us. Like no flat earthers even saying anything about it. Not like the way mainstream's handling it. Like it's all in the red pill, news companies. You got Infowars got a hold of it. Benny Johnson's got a hold of it. Candace Owens got a hold of it. Like there's a lot of these like red pill groups that are talking about it, and more people are being like turned off on the fact that this like fakery is happening. So it just, like I was listening to Benny Johnson. He's like, yeah, I mean, after this, I feel like I'm black pilled. I'm like, it's kind of weird that he said that because he's got like a huge audience base. So I'm like, man, I mean, it would be easier for us to have a conversation with people about this if it's already out in the open. Like we don't have to, because you know how it is. Like you have to try harder to talk to these people because they already have like this wall up. But now that everybody's just calling it out and there's momentum to talk about it, I'm like, shit. Like just point to any news outlet that's having the conversation about this, and they could really see the effect of it.
Yeah, they usually are always so hostile. Like they just start ad homming the whole time. That's all they do. They have nothing. They usually do like they don't have anything.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like now's the time if you're gonna have the conversation about looking at stuff from space being fake. The door is open right now. So while there's momentum, I think you can get in there. You could go from Katy Perry in space and segue into other fake NASA stuff. And because you could show them like how this looks, all fake and whatnot, CGI and that kind of stuff. You can use it as a catalyst to then talk about the other things that you've seen. Whereas you would just talk about those other things, you would get like pushback. They'll be like, "Nah, I don't. Nah, dude, you're just some like conspiracy theorist." Now everybody's just talking about it, so it's not as hard of a conversation. You know what I mean?
Are you guys aware of the person named Sly Sparkane on Twitter?
Sly Sparkane. Who's that guy? No, I'm just kidding. We know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's another one. You guys should try to get him on. It'd be hilarious.
I had
Dude, he'll never ever come into VC. He'll never debate this topic with his voice. He'll just troll the timelines. That's all he'll ever do.
I'm gonna
They
tell.
just send 10-minute long YouTube videos the whole time.
I'm gonna tell you who did come in here. Red's Rhetoric. Oh, he thinks he fancies himself some type of big time, globe protector or whatever. So he came in, and one of the episodes I have got scrubbed because of him. because his presence was here and he's got a huge fan base or whatever the hell. But he was talking that he had a conversation with Jaren about rockets, if they work in space or not. And no, excuse me, no, it was about if there's a live footage of rockets going to space and returning. And he was really proud to say that he showed him a video of an actual rocket footage that was uncut, and how he was dismissive about how Jaren was dismissive about it. And that he showed it to him. He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean." And he was like, "Yeah, I defeated the whole flat Earth conversation right there." He was all proud of that in that episode. It was one of the earlier episodes we had too, man. It's like when I first started doing this on Twitter. So he was, he was just really talking about something that the talking points that he has, like those mainstream guys, they don't ever get in the trenches and really discuss the particulars, right, of anything about stuff that we discuss. So they're more on the surface talking about just those other things. Nothing to do with whether he has evidence of the Earth being a globe or not, but so Red's Rhetoric, he's another guy. I don't know. He's probably floating around here somewhere. You guys have probably met him before.
Him and McToons. McToons is another one.
Oh my goodness, dude! Now you said McToon, but you know who Craig Fight the Flat Earth is? You might know who that is.
I think I've heard of him. I think
he was busted, dude, picking his nose and eating his boogers, dude.
Oh, I seen the clip. Yeah, it kind of blew up on my timeline. Yeah, I liked it.
I was freaking out, dude. I was like, because QE always calls them booger eaters. And I was like, dude, yeah, that's kind of like a, little fun pet name you give these guys because they're pretty dumb, But he's actually eating his own boogers, dude. I was like, it's the grossest thing. It's like, and I don't think he knew that he was going to be live right away. So it was like